Hi guys, please hit the subscribe button and enjoy the content. Hi fellow Wargamers. So today, taking a break from assembling my combat patrols, I thought I would tell you a tale from a few years ago. How I almost beat the meta. So it starts off, go back, I think 6th or 7th edition. One of the main factions at the time was Elder with their Farseer spam on bikes. And I was playing this game against the Elder, obviously. And my opponent, I think there was 5 bikes. And one of the bikes was a special character who has an invulnerable save. But the others were all, pointy-eared wizards, Elder Farseers on bikes. And before the game started, my opponent pulls out these cards. Now, it shows you how much the Eldar used magic as cheese, like the fortune and all the other different things like that. Give them re-rolls and invulnerable saves and you name it, they had them all. And this guy I was playing, he had little cards like magic cards, and he had one card for each of his Farseers. And at the bottom of each of them, the cards, it had boxes, and it had all the different abilities. It had fortune, all different ones on there. And what he did was he rolled, I think it's called a Seer Council or something like that, I can't remember off the top of my head. And he rolled them all, and what he did was he had a non-permanent marker, and these cards were all highlighted. And because he played that much and played in tournaments and etc., to keep track of which one of his Farseers had which spells as such, he had one of these cards for each one. And what he did was he rolled up, and as he rolled them up, he used the non-permanent pen and ticked off the boxes on each card for each one of the Farseers. Now once these get their go and they roll up and kick off all the shenanigans, there is the Seer Council becomes basically a Death Star. It's unkillable. Not to count everything else they've got with the serpent shields and all that type of stuff. This squad of 5 or 6 bikes becomes virtually unkillable. And I was playing Dark Angels because that's the army I play, and I love my Dark Angels. And I've played them probably since late 90s, started playing Dark Angels. Anyway, so I did have, not a Death Star as such. Basically, I had a veteran squad with plasma guns, and they were in a drop pod. And just standard army, tactical squads, couple of rhinos, couple of razorbacks, twin lascars razorbacks, and a couple of predators, the annihilator ones with the twin linked las cannon, and that was about it really. So we set up the table and we did our deployment, and then we did the roll to who goes first, and I managed to win it. So I managed to go first. Now the Seer Council, although they are almost unbeatable, the only Achilles heel is the beginning of the first turn. They have to roll up their initial magic, whatever you want to call them, fates or whatever. I can't remember what they're called now. But you have to roll them up at the beginning of the turn. So if they don't go first, then the Seer Council is exposed until you get to roll, and I got to go first. This was my chance. If I could take out this Seer Council on my first turn, then I had a chance of winning the game. If I don't, then this Seer Council is just going to roll up my line and kill everything else. Not to mention I think he had 3 wave serpents with 3 squads of rangers and the platforms. So it was going to be hard going for me. But I managed to go first. So here we go. I thought, yes, I can try and pop his tanks with my las cannons, which are everywhere. And I dropped the drop pod in front of the Seer Council. My veterans stepped out with levelled the plasma guns at the Seer Council. I thought, yes, I'm going to go. I was within rapid fire range, so it's 2 shots each, 4 plasma guns and a plasma pistol on the sergeant. So that gave me 9 shots at 12 inches. So here we go. I picks up 9 dice on a roll and I get 5 hits. I thought, yes, this is it. I could do it here. I think at the time, if the strength of the weapon was twice the toughness of the target, then you were killed outright. Doesn't matter how many wounds they've got. It was like an exceptional damage thing. They were killed outright. So these Eldar, who were toughness 3, and I'm using strength 7 plasma guns. So this was my chance. So I rolled the 5 dice. And you wouldn't believe it, I rolled 5 ones. I only needed 2s. I needed 2s to do some serious damage to the Seer Council. And I rolled 5 ones. I just looked at my opponent. He looked at the dice, looked back at me, and burst out laughing. I didn't find it funny at all, but my opponent did. So I just went, nothing I could do. So I picked up my dice, carried on to using me las cannons, shooting at his wave serpents, trying to take out the wave serpents, but he had 4 up like invulnerable saves on them all. So I think at the end of the first turn, I think I'd killed 1 model, and I was like, ugh. I was totally deflated. I thought, this is bad, this. But that was my chance, my one chance to take out the Seer Council. So then it goes to my opponent's turn 1. And what happens? He kills my veteran squad with his bikes, no problem at all. All his Guardian squads gets out of the Wave Serpents. The Wave Serpents fire the scatter lasers. The Guardians fire their shuriken catapults and weapons platforms. And he also used the Serpent Shield, which was, it used to be like an extra attack that you could get if you're within 18 inches or so. I can't remember the exact distance, but it was like an extra attack, and it was really, I thought it was quite broken actually. I don't think it's like that now. I think it's like a one-off thing you can do. I don't think it's anywhere near as powerful. And after all his shooting, and obviously he charged with the Seer Council, I think I had about 5 models left. I'd lost most of my tanks. I lost because at this time, not like now where your tanks have wounds. This was where if your tank got hit and got penetrated, it was destroyed. This was no, oh, you've got 9 wounds on your tank. A las cannon will do D6 damage to it. No, this was shoot you, hit you, kill you. So I'd lost pretty much everything. And so it was my second turn, and I thought, what do I do? A morale victory. I'll try and kill his warlord. So I fired everything I've got at the Seer Council, only once because I wanted to kill the warlord, but obviously he had all this flaming magic crap, sort of rolls for fortune, rolled for this, rolled for that, rolled invulnerable saves, and re-rolled his own saves, and I did absolutely nothing. And then his turn, he filled me off. So after all that, I got tabled turn 2. But this was the one time where I had almost beat the meta. If I just managed to roll more than 5 ones, I would have managed to take out a Seer Council, and maybe it would not have been the usual meta. Thanks for listening, guys. Hope you enjoyed the pictures. They were just random ones that I've got on my computer. Various armies, Dark Angels, me Imperial Guard, etc. See you all next time.